Hey, everybody. I hope y'all had a good day. I did. I had a good day today. It's Ash Wednesday. Hence the ashes on my forehead. Um, Went to church, given up soda and candy. Kaput. It's okay. I need to give it up anyway. It's no good for you. It's no good for you. So, my message yesterday, about how I haven't heard a lot about my mom. Well, now it's like the floodgates have opened and everything is just flowing in. A lot of stuff I'm really not, um, stuff I've already known, but hearing it um, is a little more difficult, and information about my dad that I didn't know because I always thought that dad was just, under some spell that my mom put him under, but it turns out that he was all a part of this. He was a part of all of this. Um, and that's one of the reasons that my mom was so jealous of me because my dad was actually attracted to me and my mom knew it. When I was a little girl, a lot of men were attracted to me, and my mother hated it because she wanted the attention. She wanted to be the center of attention. She wanted all men to pay attention to her, and that's why she was as nasty as she was, because that was her way of getting attention from men. And then she tried to project it onto me and say that I was the one that was like that, but it was her. My whole life has been a projection of her bullcrap on me. And when you have people that are raising you that don't love you, don't give two craps about you, you make really bad decisions. And your idea, as I've told you before, of what love is a little skewed. So, did I make mistakes? Yeah, you betcha. I sure did. I sure did. But I've learned from those mistakes, and I've been learning from those mistakes for a very long time. And my mother doesn't know me nearly as well as she thinks she does. Um, so let's get past that for a minute and go on to the messages that I'm being told. So the person that put me in a false marriage is either going to be or has been in a car accident. The person who signed over the deed to someone else is suffering incredibly for their deceptions. The judge that helped with that is actually suffering some really bad karma as well. I'm supposed to be expecting some kind of communication about that as well. As we know, there's forgery, which is a federal offense, Mother, for signing my name on paperwork, lying on the stand, saying that I was crazy, said that I had passed away, that I had gone overseas and died overseas, which I think is exactly what was planned for me in one scenario. If they were able to traffic me, that's where I probably would have ended up, was overseas somewhere. Um, Tommy's undercover male lover was the one who falsified the birth certificate and maybe even a death certificate. I'm not sure about the death certificate, but it definitely falsified a birth certificate. There's a lawyer and a judge who have both fallen ill. Someone has pneumonia. I'm not sure if that's the lawyer or the judge, but somebody in this scenario has pneumonia. Somebody that's involved with this scenario. Someone, as we know, has already passed away. And this is from the divine. Many people, many people are going to die one by one until someone comes forward with the truth. My biological dad, my grandma, and my grandpa are the inheritances that were stolen from me. Everything that you've done is going back to you. Everything, every nasty thought that you've thought, every every action that you've taken, every wish that you wished, every action that you've taken, anything that you have ever done, wished, or said about me is being returned to you. It's mirroring. Everything that you have done to me is now mirroring back to you. And that goes for everybody in this scenario. Whatever you did personally to me is not just now, but is being mirrored back to you. So there have been concealment and glamour spells that my mother has been using for decades, to conceal her behaviors and the things that she's done so that people wouldn't see her for who she truly is. Um, there are other people that have used these too, but this is like specific, big time for my mother. Concealment and glamour spells so that people wouldn't see her for who she really is. I'm supposed to let you know that you can go to any practitioner on the face of this earth and none of those concealment or glamour spells will ever work again. All right, so these are spells that have been done on me. We've talked about these before, but there's more. Binding me, um, to keep me from progressing, moving forward in every way you can bind a person. Excuse me. Freezer spells, blocking me from the divine. Fear, spells to bring me fear. Spells to block me from my partner, my true soul partner. Spells to bring me nightmares. Spells to get me in car accidents. Spells to make me die. Spells having to do with work, you name it. There are spells that have been done for it. So, mother has always, as I mentioned, always been jealous of me. Um, and she wants me weighed down, burdened. She's always been competing with me. Always. She's always been in competition with me. She's caused breakups in my relationships. I was told that she went back to some of the men that I dated, a lot of them, and tried to or did have sex with these men and got them to do things against me, to harm me, to hurt me. She wants me lower than her because she's never amounted to anything and she's never felt good about herself ever, ever. And she didn't want me to ever rise above her. So she's always tried to keep me beneath her, below her, which explains a lot of how she treated me when I was a kid, smacking me around, telling me I was stupid and I was ugly and I was fat and I was whatever, you name it, I heard it. Um, she tried really hard to play on my insecurities, and when I was younger, she did. She really did. She always wanted to make it look like I was codependent on her when actually it's very the opposite. She is completely and totally codependent on me. She used to tell me all of the time to stay single, to never get married, just to stay single. It's better to stay single. She never wanted me to be in a happy, healthy relationship because she was never in a happy, healthy relationship. My dad used to smack her around. and she let him. I mean, that was her choice. She let him. And she let him do the things to me that she let him do, you know? Yeah, that's rough, guys. It's rough. It's been like this my whole life with her. My whole life. And this whole thing is done now, Mom. It's done. I am everything that you are not. And there is nothing more that you can do to hurt me. You will never be able to hurt me again in any way. This is over. And this is done. Being told that there's another hitman that's being hired. They're just waiting for the payment to go through. So this ought to be interesting. I just want you to know, Mom, there are people who know what you're doing. There are people who are aware of this entire situation. And you're going to be seen for who you really are. And so will Dale and Tommy and all of the people in Tennessee and anybody else that I don't know of that's involved in this. Well, all my ex-best friends, people who I thought were my friends, you're all going to be implicated. My sister, she really is my sisters. I mean, if they are my sisters, they're not my sisters, because when this is all said and done, there isn't anything I'll want to have anything to do with any of them. And I think there are other family members that I don't even know that are involved in this as well, because there are quite a few children from my biological father. Yeah, so this is a lot of fun, but that's okay, because I'm going to get my happy ending, and I'm going to get my happily ever after. I know I am, because God told me I am. And if there's anybody that I know I can trust, it's my Heavenly Father. It's my dad. I know I can trust him. I know I can. And I look forward to the day that all of this passes by and I can start on my happily ever after. And I can see my family. Because I miss my family very much. I love you. I love the boys. I miss you. I can't wait to see you. It won't be long. It's almost over. And to my daughters from another mother, I love you too. I can't wait to see you all. All right, guys.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to kind of keep it short tonight. But I want you to know I love y'all very much.
All right.
Please love each other. Don't harm one another. Okay? Help one another. Let's help each other heal. Let's help this world heal. That's what this world needs, is healing. Some great, big, huge healing hug is what this world needs. Love each other, okay? Love yourselves. I love you. We'll talk later.